You need to understand that with purpose, you have to put work into that. You have to be willing to put in some type of idea of what it is you need to be doing with your purpose. Now, a lot of people don't even understand what their purpose is. They don't even know where to go or how to search for their purpose. Well, the purpose has already begun the day you were born. It was already invented, it was already designed for you.
If y'all gonna be great on that field, you gotta have a why. You gotta have a reason for why you do what you do.
What is it that you're going to do now that we're in this place? What is it that you're going to do with your talent? This is a time to work your talent.
But the thing that you have to understand about purpose is that it doesn't just fall in your lap to build it. You have to be willing to build it up. You have to be willing to work at it. You have to continue to search within yourself and search outside of yourself to get something out of whatever it is that you are honestly trying to get that's going to better your life.
You and I are designed to be purpose-seeking mechanisms. When we're not, when we live in our comfort zone, we live a life of survival.
The problem with some of y'all, the reason why you don't give 120% every doggone time you get on the field, because you ain't got a why for what you do.
When you clarify your highest purpose, you are basically discovering what your contribution is to this planet.
What's your why? You know why I do what I do and I do it so passionately? Because my grandfather was a high school dropout. My father was a high school dropout. I was a high school dropout. And we about to break the cycle. I do what I do so my son won't have to go through what I went through.
You want to work your gift, not just be a part of somebody else's dream, but this is a time to think and come up with some new ideas. What is it that you're going to do now in this new place, in this new season?
What is your contribution? What's your life mission? Why are you on the planet? When you answer that question, everything changes.
This is a time to take it up, to step it up. This is the time to take your performance, to take your focus to the next level. What's going to be different about you?
Whenever we look at high-performing people over long term, we find this notion of higher purpose.
There are going to be many difficult things that's going to come your way, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are supposed to stop. You have got to find reason behind your purpose to get things done.
You got to be hungry. When people are working against you, when there are systems and things in place that are designed to hold you back, you got to be hungry.
What's your why? Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you put on that jersey? Why do you go out and practice? Why?
When I have a higher purpose, I find the energy and the courage to go outside my comfort zone and to learn in a deep way. And I break some code. The code can be about any part of life. And then I can do things other people can't do.
If you don't feel that your goal and your dream is necessary, your dream will end up a casualty.
When you clarify your purpose, you take back your external locus of control where you worry about what other people think, and you take an internal locus. You don't become insensitive, you don't become rebellious, you become centered. You become powerful.
And so you got to get up each day. The people that are hungry, they're the first ones to get up in the morning and the last ones to go to sleep at night. People that are hungry, they have an agenda for their life of what they want to get out of the day.
Regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your trials and tribulations, you still have a mission in this world. You still have work to do in this world. Now, if you're spending more time on your excuses and your sorrows and all of your doubts and fears, then you're not going to get the most out of your life.
When someone has that meaning and that integrity, things start to change.
Create something for yourself, something that's you, something that's in your heart, something that's your calling.
Raise up that other person that has yet to be awakened and do something with your life. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for something to happen to make something happen. I don't know why people think that that's the way to go.
People that don't have goals die sooner than people who have goals. Why? They have no reason to get up in the morning. They need an alarm clock. But when you have a goal, you don't need an alarm clock.
You've been shaped by life. You've had bad experiences and good experiences. And both the bad experiences and the good experiences are there to teach you something about you. And if you look very carefully at those, you can determine what your purpose is.
If you are laying in a position right now that you don't want to be laying in, then get up and do something.
What's in your heart? What is it that you like to do before you check out?
If you don't like the way you live in your life, get up and do something. Stop waiting for things to happen for you to get up and do things, because guess what? You're going to be waiting a long time because things are moving faster than you think.
So what does that look like for you? We're here to build a legacy for our children and our children's children.
The thing about hope, sometimes hope runs out. Don't depend on hope so much. Depend on action. Do something and keep it moving.
Live a larger life, because we can. We got it like that.